Coming up next, the Nets taking on the Pelicans. For Brooklyn, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. They've sent a great, clear message that they are not slowing down anytime soon. Pelicans Nets is coming up next, and we'll be right back. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. Sports for this NBA presentation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Nets. They're sitting pretty, second place, looking to take the top spot.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. King is out there at Marks. Then it's Henderson. And it's Ramsey in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, Farrell is out there with Jalen Williams. Then it's Hammond. Then there's Jaden Ivey. And it's Wolf in at the 5 down low. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Ramsey. Wolf grabs the miss. And the Nets with possession. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest. Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Pass to Ivey. Now here's Williams. Not a lot of room. From deep. That's tipped.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Out to the right wing. King against Ivey. Yep, that one goes. Now upon a really intriguing part of the season, Craig, it seems we've seen enough to give these teams some kind of identity.
I tell you, if teams are still searching for an identity, it's fair to say things probably aren't going well.
Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. It's deflected. Pass to King. Henderson outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. The rebound by Ivey.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that 3, but he still couldn't make it.
Pass to Farrell. Here's Wolf, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Here's Hammonds. 11 points last game. In the corner, Ivey with it. Down low, here's Farrell. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
Offensively, people are moving without the ball, making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting percentage for them, really, over the last month.
Williams with the steal. Pass to Hammonds. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Farrell. Henderson defending. Here's Hammonds. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Ivy on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice little pump fake there. Ivy has all the tools.
Brooklyn shooting it. First free throws of the night right here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Here's King. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Cotto, Ivy defending. King outside to the wing on the left. Henderson for 3, and the Pelicans miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Out of hand on it. Here's Ramsey. Ivy defending. Kick out to King. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Ramsey. King outside. Shots good by Ramsey.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Farrell. Henderson defending. He gets that one. Wolf got 6 points.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
King outside. Pass to Ramsey. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
Yeah, some of their starters had to take an early seat on the bench, and that ruined the rhythm and flow they were trying to establish.
Henderson with a screen on Williams. Here's Ramsey. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Ivy against King. Pass to Hammonds. Here's Farrell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Utah Jazz. Hammond's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gone just a shade under 50% for the field. 5 of 11. King, the pass to Yang, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Wolf. They swipe it. Here's Ramsey, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now we'll look at the stats for him.
And guys,
so it's both teams making substitutions here. Black is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Hammond. And it's Gaines in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Back to King from downtown. Nailed from three-point land. King's got 7 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Hammonds. A second chance effort. Wolf shot's good. Wolf got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Last Turk. Black defending. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Blackman. Misses the 3. The Nets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Pass to Gaines. From outside the arc. Pelicans pull it in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Over to the left wing. And here's Tucker. Nothing on the board. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Nets trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Hammonds. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
Pass to Blackman. They set the pick. Now here's King. He's guarded closely. Misses the baby hook. The Nets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's Hammonds. Charity stripe shot, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Not sure why they sagged off him in that distance. He is very good in the mid-range.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And so here's New Orleans. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. King outside. Going inside. Stolen by Lively. Here's Hammonds. Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's King. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the officials' job harder.
Farrell kicks to Ivy, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a good time here to go over our 2K leaderboard and see which point guards have had the hottest hand at the free throw line over the last 10 games. Take a look at Slim, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
Well, he's the guy you want on the free throw line when it matters. I mean, he's a leader and as consistent as they get. Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Farrell for 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. huge number this early. Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Here's Hammonds. 6 on the shot clock. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
King outside. Here's Basturk. No good on the 3.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. Pass to Lively. Here's Hammonds. He has 6. A 3-pointer off the mark.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
King, the pass to Tucker. Offline with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Hammonds. Back to Ivy. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam?
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Here's Hammonds, guarded by Tucker. The 19-foot shot. Hammond's shot is off. The Pelicans trail. King outside. Blackman, the pass to King. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now, here's Ivy. He started closer. 1 second left, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. New Orleans on top, up by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
All right, fans. And get ready for your Arena Entertainment Display.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. And guys, which of these matchups are you excited about here?
Me and Kenny in a race to the board.
I don't know you want any part of this, Shaq, especially when we have Christmas trees in the studio.
Sounds like Shaq might be thinking about tossing you into that tree during the next race, Jet. Getting back to the New Orleans Pelicans, what a tight first half.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Pelicans leading, setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got King. Marks is out there with Henderson. And it's Yang in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Ramsey. He's guarded by Williams. King, that's good. King's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Pelicans. Now, here's Ivy. Here's Hammonds. Offensive rebound. Wolf. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Wolf got 10 points in the game. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. There's a good screen. Tries it from 19, and he hits the jump shot. Hammonds got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. King outside. Pass to Marks. Here's Ramsey. He's got 6.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Now here's King. Tight defense on him. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Farrell.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Williams passes to Wolf, so they take the lead. He's got 12.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Here's Hammonds. The three-pointer, no good.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Pass to Marks. Can they get it? A rebound by the Nets. Wolf got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Now, here's Ivy. Guarded closely. Wolf passes to Hammonds. Just 5 on the clock. Latrey. With the clock winding down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Here's Wolf. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Pelicans trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's picked off. Here's Hammonds. Drains it from 17 feet out. Hammonds got 4 this quarter. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
I had a chance to check out the stats for Slim. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's around 18 points per game, 16 assists, and 13 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them. Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Henderson outside. Pass to Marks. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Pelicans, number 1.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Williams, that's good.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is...
Now, Black. They've got Black. Derek Lively is out there with Buford, and it's Gaines in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. For the 3, drains the three-pointer. Gaines has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
King outside. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring. The ball, he feels good right now.
Goes up from the top of the key. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Pelicans shooting around 40% from the floor here. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires, high post. The shot, no good.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
Pass to Tucker, launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. Tucker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Here is Gaines. And Slim picks up the 5. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Gaines the pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Bosturk. Oh, good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Lively. Now Gaines lets the 3 fly, and it's King with the rebound. King's got 5 rebounds tonight. Drives to the hoop. Now Gaines. Oh, Lively in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You just put it in the vicinity of Derek Lively. You think you overthrow it, Lively goes and gets it.
And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staff?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin. I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is. From your head coach to the assistant coaches, down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Hammonds, he's checked in for Buford. Here's Gaines. For 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gaines has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Tucker with the ball. Back to King. Poked away. And it goes down 2 points. King's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
To the inside. Here's Hammonds. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Pass to King. 6 to shoot. Here's Tucker. Good on the triple. Tucker's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pelicans.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Out to the right wing. Lively with the screen. It's tipped. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for the Nets. From 11 feet away, and the shot goes down. And the Nets lead by 21.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Black kicks to Hammonds. Now, here's Ivey. Guarded by Tucker. Pass to Hammonds. Lively with the screen. Hammonds passes to Wolf. Bangs home the trifecta. Wolf got 27.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
A 3-ball. Ivey with the bucket.
You know Ivey loves to find that shot. The defense has to be more careful with him at the arc.
Here's King. Pass to Peters. Shoots over Black. And the Pelicans miss again. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. In the corner, Ivey with it. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Basturk. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here's Hammonds. He takes it in. Pass to Ivey. Here's Wolf. Now Lively. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. King's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Here's Hammonds. Lively. No good with the tip. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. King outside. Here's Tucker. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Timeout.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And while we have a chance now, a recap of one of the standout performances of our game, earning our player of the game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. To end the drought, drills it from outside. Gaines has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Yang. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Picked him clean. And he drives in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Offensive rebound, and finished off by Lively.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. King outside. Ramsey nails the baby hook.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Pass to Lively. Ramsey with the rebound. Ramsey's got 8 rebounds in this game. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's Geiger. Over Yang. That's tipped. Here's Henderson. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Nets leading by 21. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter. Black kicks it to Gaines. Here's Geiger. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New Orleans has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Black the pass to Geiger. Now here's Thomas. Thomas a screen. Pass to Geiger. 5 to shoot. Here is Gaines. Can't hit that one. And here is King. Inside. King with the steal. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. Now it's time to present our player of the game.
Put the windows done. Run around town and that, oh my God. Where in the did he get that from? Wow, where'd you get this from? Like, can I